morning.
Good morning.
I'm Greta.
And I'm Sheri.
And we're making a supply run today, and we just thought we'd invite all of you along on what we do when we do these and the conversations that we have.
Yeah.
So Sheri, I was reading this post on Facebook I can't remember which one it is, but it's a barn that I really enjoy reading their posts. They've got a lot of good insight, and I'll have to just comment of what it is when I find it again.
Yeah.
But they were talking about when people get a new horse, a lot of times the new owner thinks that they've been cheated, that the horse was misrepresented or something. But yeah, there's our backseat drivers, two of my three boys.
We're actually not driving. Yeah, it's great.
All right.
But anyway, they went on to talk about how, it takes time to get with a new horse through new environment, new communication, new owners, new routines, and everything. So I thought, gosh, how true is that? What are your thoughts?
Well, what's really difficult sometimes is when you get a new horse, you go out and you ride it with the previous owner, and then you buy it and bring it home, and then now you don't know their background. Now you don't know what you don't know.
Right.
And sometimes if you could work with the owner and be able to do some lessons even. I know that's a big program that you do, is that if anybody buys a horse from you give them a couple of lessons.
Yeah.
So they get to know that horse inside and out. So, I wish we could do that with everybody's horse, because you hear people say, yeah, I was misrepresented. I got this horse home and now he just is not doing anything that he did than before, so he must have been drugged.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's not necessarily true.
No, a lot of it goes back to the communication of how they're communicating with that horse. We all communicate differently, and I know when we get to know new people, I always kind of take a bit of a standoffish approach, just because, okay, I don't know how they communicate, what they really mean. Are they sarcastic people? Are they serious people? Do they have a good sense of humor? You don't know, and our horses are all the same way.
Yeah, and if you're not giving them that leadership that they really want, then they start losing trust and they start looking for other things.
And that's where bad habits really develop in horses. Is it comes from that lack of leadership, so that horse just takes over in that area.
Yeah, and the horses need leadership so badly.
Yes.
Because that's what makes them secure, that's what makes them feel safe where they're at. And, in a lot of the clinics that we've been doing lately, the boot camps have really taken off. And that's the bare basics of bringing home a new horse and just making them comfortable with the new owner, and being able to help people build that new relationship. We have a lot of new owners, new horses that come to our boot camps.
Yeah, and it's great. I love watching everybody bring their horses, or some of my volunteers will come and work with the horses at our farm, and just watching them grow in those relationships with those horses, and those horses doing things that is like, wow, I didn't know that horse could do that. So I love watching it, and I love watching them come back and return, and just the progress that everybody's made, and it just makes me happy that we're able to help.
Yeah, I mean, that's my whole purpose in life, I think. I think God put me on this earth just so I could help people, because that's our duty to the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
And what better way to help people is to help them with their relationship with their horse.
Yes.
And make them successful.
Yes.
And, we're not going to let anybody go home with an animal that isn't successful in communication with what they're doing. And,
right.
And then sometimes it's just figuring out the buttons or the holes in the horse's training. And if as soon as you find those buttons or able to correct some of those holes in their training, that's a new start to a new relationship with your animal.
Yeah, and I like too how talked about how it's great to be able to help people with their horses, and that's what God put you here. And I think very much that our relationship with our horse so much mirrors our relationship with the Lord, that it gives us an insight into why does God do some of the things He does. And same thing with, why do we do it with the horse?
Well, just imagine if you can read a horse and be able to adapt your communication with each animal, why couldn't you do that with humans?
Right.
You know, if we can, and this is a lot of things that I love about giving clinics is I don't have to work with just one horse. I get to work with everybody's horses, and I can figure out what, to me that's very rewarding if I can figure out what makes them tick.
Yeah.
And that improves my communication with humans, and maybe a little more understanding, maybe a little less tolerance, just like what we do with horses. We don't tolerate bad behavior, but we accept them for who they are sometimes.
Yes. Yeah, I totally agree. So anyway, well, hey, we've been blabbering on for more than 6 minutes now. People might be bored, be tuning out.
I'm bored.
But we didn't ask you.
Yeah, we didn't ask the funny farm back there.
But hey, so I just want to let people know that we're planning to have more of these boot camps. As we move forward, as our relationship builds and what we're doing, and we're wanting to add some different levels to the boot camps. With boot camp being the basic is the foundation of that communication, and then have some more where we build on that foundation that we've set in the boot camp. So just to let you all know, just keep an eye out on the Cornerstone Farm Facebook page, as well as
Sheri Million's Art and Horsemanship. We will post all kinds of events coming up. We're going to go the next level beyond boot camp. If you want to improve your horsemanship, we want to be a part of that journey.
Yeah, we sure do. So, well, hey, thanks everybody for tuning in and listening to us two horse crazy ladies blabbering on. So we'll see you next time. This is your Monday motivation.
This is how people
You want to do our
Bye.
closing?
Oh yeah.
Bye.
See, this is how we roll. We forget all sorts of stuff.
Yes, that's all right.
So may the grace of our Lord Jesus Christ be with you.
And the horses you ride
From our barn to yours.